Returning to my Coin Lady channel, I am pleased to see you again. Presently, we are at a little over 57 cents. Even though XRP had a little up day, we're still keeping an eye on Bitcoin. Looking at the Bitcoin and XRP charts side by side is like looking at two mirror images of each other. When Bitcoin goes up, XRP goes down. We will stop tracking Bitcoin once XRP's price is driven by utility, but that day has not yet come. They will never allow us to get affluent, as I said in yesterday's video. Then the question arose, who are they? We are unimportant to them, and I indicated in that video that they could care less if you become wealthy or poor. Thus, this pyramid serves to contextualize everything. Our life cycle includes being born, attending school, working, paying taxes, accruing debt, and finally retiring. We decided to deviate from that when we began investing in XRP. Our goal is to retire early. But what's beyond our control? Global population management, faiths, states, schools, and the news. Then, on top of that, you can see big oil, which controls the gas, and global resource control. Additionally, you may observe that individuals are kept in the debt cycle by credit card firms. The banks are then visible. The International Monetary Fund, the World Bank, national central banks, and tax money are at the top of the list. Additionally, this is where you may find the BIS. The UN Council on Foreign Relations, think tanks, and round tables are then above that. The influential subfamilies are above them, followed by the Committee of 300 of the wealthiest and most powerful subfamilies in the world, and finally the Crown Council of 13 of the wealthiest and most powerful families in the world. Well, that sums them up. They have reached the pinnacle of the pyramid. Those in charge make Elon Musk look like a fool, and they're the ones who inform the BIS and the IMF of future events. They are privy to information about the impending arrival of a new monetary system. Because of the potential for generational prosperity, you should pay attention when the IMF, the World Bank, and the BIS tell us that XRP is the one. You care about the same things that the wealthy elite care about, like the Rothschilds and the Rockefellers. As you may be aware, the Rothschild family's Rock is an investor in XRP via SBI. You should be involved in it as well if they are, but that's only because they control everything and don't care whether you become rich off of XRP. They don't see the point. $1 million can be yours with only XRP. Leaving the CBDC system isn't going to matter to them. Do you really believe that? Can you believe they're actually concerned? The majority of people will be using UBI and digital currency issued by the central bank, hence the answer is no. Even when the new digital system emerges, the wealthy will remain poor because they will keep seeing their riches eroded by the current fiat system and will have no intention of transferring it to the digital system. SWIFT and the BIS have set the deadline for implementing ISO 222 blockchain protocols by November 2025. This sets the stage for the new financial system to come into play, and interoperability is vital, so it's important to stay engaged in XRP. These technologies work well together and complement one another. You need to start making plans now if they say this will happen by November 2025. I really doubt that the switch will be flipped before November of 2025, but you know they won't tell you when it will happen. With a worldwide GDP of $105 trillion in 2023 and $26.9 trillion in ripples, bricks, and whistle highlights, I predict that XRP will be sitting at a far higher price by that point. 10% of the world's gross domestic product will be tokenized by 2027, according to the World Economic Forum. Hear about digital currency issued by the central bank. Around NFTs is possible. A World Economic Forum analysis predicted that 10% of global GDP may be tokenized by 2027, and we trust and support this prediction. In all candor, I anticipate it happening much sooner than that, and I also anticipate its worth being substantially higher. The World Economic Forum predicts that by 2030, $867 trillion will have been tokenized. All data will have been tokenized by that point. A RippleNet user named Wrath of Common Flutter is using the Ugandan license to expand their business across Africa. Nobody knows Ripple has applied for and received a PSO license, which allows them to pay out to financial institutions. Riffraff is superfluous, you know. Even if they aren't collaborating with Ripple directly, they may be making use of the technology. It is possible that they are also using XRP without Ripple. I am now in Russia. Starting on September 1st, cryptocurrency will be used by Russia for foreign payments. At this same moment, you may observe whether they intend to disclose the identity of the digital asset they are utilizing or to wait till the timing is perfect to do so. This was actually posted earlier today by Smoke. In the year 2020, Russia brings up Ripple and XRP. The potential of the XRP token as a payment currency bridge is given particular consideration. Russia is familiar with XRP. As a central bank, Ripple is likely to be used by the BRICS countries as a trust layer when sending and receiving money. This is because the BRICS countries do not trust each other 100%. According to the Russian PowerPoint, experimental technologies do not reveal any details about what they're up to because they're in a closed mode. Since they are among the most influential financial organizations on the planet, it is to be expected that they would keep the public in the dark about the technology they are experimenting with. This is why private talks like this are the only place where major institutions can discuss using Ripple in test mode. This data was never intended for the general public. In fact, you can see that Ripple is referred to as a central bank in the Russian presentation. Meanwhile, Ripple serves as the network's monetary authority. So far, what have I said? The longer we go into the future, the more central bank-like Ripple appears to be. It was my prediction that Ripple would undergo a transformation when the company split off and began focusing on tokenization and custody. Not only are they expanding in size, but their bank-like appearance is becoming increasingly apparent with each passing day. In the long run, I see them as a central bank. Crypto exchanges and stable coins will allow Russia to avoid sanctions on foreign transfers. Put your doubts and untested notions in their place, evidence always triumphs. This is how it will appear or function. The anonymous X user did what I've been saying all along. Russia is under no need to engage in direct cooperation with Ripple. Nonetheless, they are free to make use of the XRP ledger and XRP as technologies rooted in Ripple. You can hear them explaining how financial institutions can use cryptocurrency exchanges to conduct XRP-based transactions independently of Ripple. Mexico, please listen. Thus, we labor. A small money service business in Texas called Qualix helps Mexican workers send money back to their families in Mexico. As a result, we facilitate collaboration between parties involved in a transaction through the maintenance of relationships. Bitstamp in the US and Bit in Mexico are the two digital asset exchanges that determine the rates. Thus, it reduces the requirement for Qualix, the financial institution in this instance, to even own XRP. They just go ahead and let the digital exchange handle the danger. Isn't that their concern? They're creating marketplaces. They may be familiar with the current conversion rate, which incurs a cost but is worthwhile, or they might have a Bitstamp account denominated in US dollars. For example, they might ask Bitstamp to transfer $1,000 worth of Mexican pesos to a certain account. Spot rates can be converted by Bitstamp. The transfer takes 8 seconds to complete on the XRP ledger. The money is changed into peso at the spot rate by Bitso on the other end, and then it travels on local railroads to the recipient's bank account. Because of bank processes on both ends, which are beyond our control, all of it takes time. It used to take 3 days, but now it only takes about 10 minutes. Supposedly, even after accounting for foreign exchange changes and other factors, the overall rate they are seeing is 20-odd basis points lower than what they would have seen otherwise. I appreciate you taking the time to view my online video. Thank you for watching my channel and for subscribing. I will see you later.